stretching. That stretching is really good. We're all going to stretch now. You ready to get stretched?
Yes.
Oh, not that kind. Okay. All right. So maybe you've all heard this quote before. As a matter of fact, I'm going to guess that you have. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. Everybody heard that? If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. Beautiful words. It's actually spiritual law. If you can dream it, you can become it. So I'm sure that everybody can relate to times where you have that feeling. Yes, I dreamt it, I imagined it, and I achieved it. Everybody have some achievements? Yes. That was once a dream or a vision, and you can say, yep, did that. Everybody have something?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so that was the past. Does everybody have something right now that you're feeling like you're on the edge of stepping out, but I can't quite get that final breakthrough?
Yes.
It's like right now we have something. I hope everybody has something, because if not, you're dead. Because we should always be having something more to dream about, something more to imagine, something more to move toward. The next question I always ask myself, though, is like, what am I waiting for? I better put on this foot. What am I waiting for? Like, why can't I get there? You ever feel that way? Why can't I get there? Why can't I just get this breakthrough done? I'm hanging on this edge. I'm so close I can taste it. To that breakthrough of my imagination and my vision. I want to get there. What am I waiting for? You know, if this philosophy was just like really simple, here's my thought, here's my new thing, none of you would have to show up every Sunday and I wouldn't have a job. This whole thing is a journey. So I'm glad that everybody has something that they can see as the success that moved from the vision to the reality. And I'm glad that everybody has something right now that they can move towards the breakthrough. And so when you ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Don't say it harshly. What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? Let it be a sense of, what am I waiting for? Let me just jump right into it. And then be very gentle. I always say this, but if I say it every Sunday, so be it. Be gentle with yourself in the process. So as we're moving towards that breakthrough, we know that we can have more. We can do more. We can be more. We can. This philosophy, Ernest Holmes has a whole book about how we can have more and do more and be more. What might some of those more things be for us? Well, I know what people tell me all the time. Things like, I want to be more healthy. I want to have more financial good. I want to be in a loving, committed, sweet relationship. I want to have good relationships with my friends. I want to break through that fear so I can have more inner peace. Some good primers, yes? You can fill in your own gaps, but we all have those as the have mores, the do mores, and the be mores. And I don't mean Becky. Stupid. All right. All right. You're all my friends, so I can be silly sometimes. Sometimes that word more, however, gets a bad rap. You know, maybe not from you because you're used to hearing and we're used to talking about wanting more, being more, but sometimes we actually get criticized for that more. You just want more. As if somehow what we're saying is that we're supposed to be selfish. No. So I thought, well, let's just give the word more a new reframe. Let's give it an acronym. Mindful of rich experiences. That to me is something that when somebody says, well, you just want more, I'm not talking about stuff necessarily. Nothing wrong with stuff. But really, it's a rich experience that we're looking for. More rich experiences. Can I be mindful of my rich experiences? You know, for instance, I just got back from a trip to Paso Robles, wine country, or one of the wine countries. You know, it would be really a shame if I tasted these beautiful new wines and then at the end of it said, oh, but I can't have those because I can't afford it. I want to be mindful of a rich experience. So in that case, maybe the money is a really good thing, but it's more than just the money. It's these wines are so good, I want to bring some home. I want to have a rich experience for my taste buds and to share with my friends. Anyone have a dream of traveling anywhere? I think everybody has a dream of traveling somewhere. In my mind, I'm in Italy, and I'm there all the time. I haven't been there yet. It's going to happen. I'm mindful of a rich experience. So in the process, I need to have more financial abundance to get there. But it's not just about the money, right? It's about the experience of what Italy is going to be for me. How about things like people say they want to have a healthier body and they want to eat healthier? Well, I have to have more of a consciousness of what that means to me. More of a consciousness of taking care of this temple I live in. Whatever it is, you can fill in your own gaps. I'm trying to pump enough. That we are mindful of rich experiences rather than just having more stuff. So keep that in your mind anytime I mention the word more. Do you ever feel inside of you a deep urge to achieve something? Do you? That's a question. Yeah. Do you feel an urge inside of you to achieve something? I mean now, not just what you already have, but there's some strong desire that's calling me forward. Or there's something, some thought that won't seem to let me go. And it keeps pushing me from the inside. Something that you're going to keep pushing until you make that breakthrough. Those are the things that I call the God voice. Those are the divine urges inside of us that won't let us go, that keep us working towards that goal, that keep us pushing forward. Sometimes we get confused, right? Is that my inner voice pushing me forward? Or is that my obsession? I think that when we get real quiet for a moment, we can tell the difference. If we're obsessed with perfection, that doesn't feel as good and complete as when there's some divine urge saying, yeah, go for that. That divine urge is that little God voice. And it's wanting us. It's almost like going, come on, come on, come on. I want you to break through. Come on, keep going. Don't give up. And only you know the difference. Only you know the difference between am I obsessing and trying to be perfect with something, or is the God voice compelling me forward? If you're not sure how to tell, the practice is just sit quietly and feel it. Not just listen to it, but feel it. For me, that obsessing for perfection feels like it's being forced. It makes my jaw clench. It feels like, oh, I'm not doing it right. Whereas the divine urge pulling me forward, no matter what obstacle might be presented to me, the divine urge just keeps me stepping through it. And it feels peaceful. So pay attention to that divine urge that's pulling you forward. Sometimes when we think of the word breakthrough, maybe it's not you, maybe it's just me. When I think of breakthrough, sometimes I think that it has to be something like big. Let me have an image. I don't know if you can tell because this is blown up. Can you see the person pushing through the wall there? That's sometimes when I think breakthrough, that's what I imagine. It's like it's got to be this big, rip through the paper. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're in a place where your breakthroughs don't feel like that, you might be judging yourself as, oh, well. This comes with what you hear, medical breakthrough, you hear scientific breakthrough. It's usually some big thing. Sometimes it looks just like this. Go to the next one, please. I had a new thought today. That's my breakthrough. Sometimes it's subtle. What's your new thought? What's your new aha that's in the bubble? It's blank, so you can put whatever you want. Sometimes it's not always a roar. Sometimes it's just a, oh, I never thought of it that way before. When we have those things, I don't know, for me it is, when I have those, I never thought of it that way before. That feels to me like a breakthrough. It might not be a fear conquered yet, but maybe it's a step in that direction. It might not be the degree achieved yet, but it's the next set of classes I need to take. It might not be healthy eating all the time, but it might be 75% better. Whatever that is, that thought, that's just a little bit of a subtle change, a new aha. I was listening to a friend's story recently, and this friend was talking about, we can take that away now. This friend was talking about her new physical therapy that she was going to. And in the relaying of the story, she said, well, the things that I'm doing are like little things. And was describing some of the physical therapy.